Rowan soars, patient as ever. Laid up high, loses to Wren in the ruck. Wanganeen missed it. Costa, long ball, lands it just inside 50.
Well, they started
by Mead, sees it over the boundary line.
They started with plenty of enthusiasm. I like the way that Wren attacked the ball and Costa coming off the edge of the square, and the ball now on the attacking side as far as Adelaide is concerned. They realise the situation, and they've certainly taken a bit between the teeth.
Boundary throw in just outside 50. Wren gets in front, belts it over the head of Lade, who picks it up well. Lade bounces it towards centre wing. The slippery ball punched away by Primus. Bonder's got it. Caven did well to get a quick kick. Certainly Port Adelaide with the numbers. Bond across the body of Bickley. Caven missed it. Franco kept it bay. Now he might get a second grab at it. Rashidu applies a tackle. Hard, a quick kick. Slews off the side of the boot. And the mark has been taken right on 50 by Mark Bickley. With the breeze at his back, but with a heavy ball. Two factors which may cancel each other out. Those badly need a goal. Gives it a chance, but off target and through for just one behind.
Actually kicked to the front of the square. That might have nearly floated through, that kick by Bickley, and it would have been just the tonic that the Crows needed at the start of this last quarter. 22 points is the advantage. Paxman now, the pressure on each kicker. Knocked forward by Wren, but only over the boundary line. The Crows must keep it in play. Port Power would be quite happy for as many boundary throw-ins as possible in this last term. There's the marathon runners. Steve Monaghetti still battling for the Aussies, and we believe will finish third. So a great effort by Steve Monaghetti in the World Championship Marathon from Athens.
Well done to Modders. Abel Anton was the gold medalist. Martin Fizz got the silver. And the boy from Ballarat, Steve Monaghetti, fantastic effort. It's 30 degrees plus there. You can see Modders' time as he comes over the line. But back with Wren as he comes in to shoot it goal from right on 50. A real up and under kick. The breeze takes it a little bit further forward. Modra just got a hand to it as it went over the line. So one behind, kick by Sean Wren. Let's go down to the boundary line again to the rain curls.
Peter, this is exactly what we said at three-quarter time. The shots for goal must be goals for the win this match.
Again, the kick in by Paxman out of the direction of Lade and Wren, gathered by Brown, close to the boundary line. As I said, Port Power would be quite happy for as many boundary throw-ins as possible. In the remaining 18 minutes, David Brown in picture. He has been a good contributor. Importantly, he's kicked 2 goals.
They were great goals early on, weren't they?
Yes, well, they kicked 5-1 in the first term when the ball was fairly dry. They had the breeze at their back. Bickley tries to knock it forward. Costa tries to move it clear into the open for Vardy. Bickley somehow gets a kick to it. Dickey punched away. James back to Costa. Costa missed his target. Now the Port Power may come clear from half-back. Squire gets it to Wanganeen. Wanganeen out in front. Cummings, good mark. Close to the ground. Scott Cummings. He's kicked 3 invaluable goals for Port Power. Kicks into the man on the mark. Not too bad. Can he get the hand pass away? Chalmers dispossesses. Then goes in hard on Wanganeen. Cummings kicked off the ground there by Connell. Gathered by Wren. Further forward, James. Bickley, go for goal, Mark Bickley. Kicks it high. And over, off the hands of Braden Lyle for a boundary throw in the left forward pocket for Adelaide.
Just so on his own there, made no attempt to mark it, Don. Good tactics.
Just so important that you really retain your concentration. Cummings kicking to the man on the mark really has caused the turnover because he had options up further.
Robran over the top. Bond. Now back to James. A snapshot is going close, but just off target, I feel. Right in the goal umpire for this one. One behind. The Crows had 4-3 on the board at half-time. They've taken that only to 5-8, so 1-4 since the main change.
Good play by Bond to come away from goal and try and open it up and find players.
Kick in by Paxman. to the outer side. Kick comes back again. Came from Kim Costa. And it's out of bounds on the full. Bond with the free. Caven couldn't complete the mark. Ren on the bottom. Brown dives on it. Comes up with the football, but the whistle is already gone. And the ball up from umpire Rowan Swords. And just speaking to Brown, I imagine the words were something along the lines of cool it. Stand still too long today, you'd get just, oh, gee, that's got to be in danger, you would think.
Oh, well done, Wilson.
It did do well. James. Hand pass up to the square. Costa reads it best through heavy traffic. Couldn't complete it. Wanganeen went down. Now the kick comes up towards half forward. Smart missed it. Second chance. McLeod. Lost the body. Good
He's
mark.
played a good game, this bloke.
He has. He'll go out wide.
He's had 13 possessions, Brendan Lade.
Franco.
He's been pretty good too.
Not a day for big men, is it? Modra's had a dirty day. And that will be a push. That will be a free kick to be taken by Matthew Primus. Primus at right centre wing. Against Smart. Johnson has the footy, but it's coming back to Primus. Runner up in the best and fairest last year. It's Roy. Primus is kicked to half forward. Oh, he's having a good season. Peter Caven. Cummings stands the mark, and he's being brought back on the mark to take the kick. But still the Crows, as we expected, finding it hard to score. Ben Hart from right half back.
Kicks it out wide, where Wren has taken the mark on his chest. A lovely long hand pass. Down to Sampson. Well done by Sampson. Jarman handles the ball nicely, and he's marked within scoring distance.
Some great skill there, the way they brought that ball out of the back line, especially that long hand pass by Wren across to Sampson, and in turn Sampson to Jarman. Now he's got a real chance here to score, Jarman.
Well, if there to be a chance, he'd have to kick a goal. It's their fourth attempt so far in this last quarter. They trail by 20. Can Darren Jarman make it 14? He's hooked the kick. It does score just to behind. 2 goals, 1 to Darren Jarman. So still not completely out of reach as far as the Crows are concerned. 19 points is the Port Power lead. 14 minutes left in this game. Paxman concentrating hard not to make a mistake with the kick-ins.
Oh, what a
good mark. Just about got to get votes, this fellow, for his performance. Big man, big presence. Goes in short towards the middle, taken by Wilson. Wilson at centre half back, gets the kick away. Out wide, gathered by Wanganeen. He's handled that greasy ball pretty well. Straight past Caven. Chance here for Cummings, falls over, and then tries to knock it to the advantage, but only for Connell. Connell for the Crows. Mark taken by Sampson. 13 and a half minutes left. Crows must get a goal. They've had plenty of possessions in this last term. Rashudo.
He's not a long kick of the ball, Rashudo, from a standing start.
Well, set it up and see what the breeze can do for you. He's right in front of goal. We saw 2 or 3 big bombs early from Port Adelaide. Stephen Daniels kicked the ball 75 to 80 metres. Rashudo's kick close to the line, helped over by the Port Adelaide defence for a rush behind to the Crows.
Well, they've got 3 goals to draw level, Robbo. They've only kicked 5 for the match. Pretty tall order, I think, don't you?
Yes, it's a very difficult task, but it's not impossible.
Paxman, another former Lion. Wren in front. Kick away by Braden Lyle. Costa and Franco both over the line, so too is the football. The boundary umpire will throw it in. Certainly suiting Port Adelaide, looking for their second straight derby win. They surprised the Crows early. They won the toss today, and they haven't been headed. Ben Hart up high. Franco's got it. Free kick, Port. Primus, the recipient. Punch from behind, Bickley. Donald Dickey. Still Bickley. Caven tries to apply Shepherd. And over the line, taken away there by Damien Squire,
who kicked 2 fantastic goals in the context of this match in the third quarter.
I don't know how long he was on the ground before he kicked those 2 goals, well, certainly the first one, but it was a beauty. Dickey tries to come over the top. Hart, or high tackle, it'll be a free kick to Port. Franco. In fact, it's Wilson. Probably in line for the Norwich Rising Star Award, you'd reckon, this year. He's had a great year. I heard Lee Matthews say the other day, plays the game with a lot more experience than what he actually has. Rashuto. Well, that's a mammoth kick. You can still kick low. Modra, yes, in front of goal. Maybe his first for the day. Stats aren't what you'd call exactly brilliant, Tony Modra. 2 kicks only. And 2 marks.
Well, you know, you're being a little harsh because his long kick got it down. They scored a goal when they were kicking this way in the second quarter. His handball also set a goal up the other end. Now he's got a chance to register his first.
30 metres out, directly in front, and Tony Modra has kicked the goal. Well, that may give the Crows hope. They're 2 goals down. When we're not halfway through the quarter.
I think Port Power got to make sure they keep attacking now. Just try and scramble a score. Particularly keep it in their forward half.
Well, they've gone defensive. They're playing that out of flank, whereas in the second quarter they're playing the near flank.
There's plenty of time left.
And this crowd certainly has become vocal.
There's still plenty of time left for the Crows. They trail by 12 points. Determination by Sean Wren. He bashes it forward. The pressure immediately on the Power defence. Rashuto misses the robber and hand pass. Trying to break clear of half-back there was Daniels. Wanganeen gets it out wide to Huskus. The kick slews off the side of his boot. Eagleton, can he control the football? He's on his favoured side. Well tackled by McLeod. Vardy and Franco. And the umpire will come in and throw it up. Absolutely jam-packed here at Football Park for this showdown. Mark 2 between the Crows and Port Power. Mead knocks it out wide. Still there, Wilson and Robram. And with under 11 minutes left, the boundary umpire to throw it in. And well done, Steve Monaghetti. He's a proud man. It's a hard battle, isn't it, Peter, to run a marathon, and he's got a medal for Australia.
Terrific effort from Modders. Conditions, as I said earlier, a little bit warmer than they are here at the moment. Caven. Over his shoulder. Punch away by Huskus. And that's out of bounds again. Let's go down to Matty Campbell on the boundary.
Yes, Peter, Jack Carr playing a card here. Ron Bottas has been on the bench for the whole game. He's now fresh, coming on for his first run. And Adelaide have shifted Robert into the ruck for a change as well.
Good to see you've got yourself an umbrella too, Matt.
Thank you very much.
I didn't think Curls was going to share his.
No way.
Neil, while you're there, it took them a long time to get their first goal in the last quarter. Do you still see the Crows as a very distinct chance of winning the game?
They are controlling the play at this stage, but as we said at 3/4, they must get goals from their kicks. They've had, I think, 6 shots for goal, and they've kicked 1 goal only. Wren's gone to centre-half forward, so who knows?
Yes, 1 goal, 5 so far in this term to Adelaide. They trail by 12 points, 10 minutes left.
Wren very deep in the forward line. He's standing beside Tony Modra. Lyle in front. Lyle still the loose man as the high ball comes.
Brett James has been good. He got it down to Ben Hart. Now the Power defence having to work overtime. Huskus. Ball spills Brewer. Knocks it clear, but only as far as Rashuto. Dispossessed. Appealing for the free kick, Jarman. Taken away by Dickey. Kicked away by Huskus. Just straight across the line. Roger James leads in the race for the ball. He'll go down the line. Kicks it. Knocked away from Johnson there by Squire. He's had 2 kicks, Damien Squire, and he's kicked 2 goals, and that's exactly what Port Adelaide lead by.
They were great goals too. Throw-ins on centre wing. Crowd lifting the roof off the grandstand here. The Port home game today, and there are plenty of fans in front of us. That's out of bounds again, so the boundary umpire will do it once more. Wilson in the thick of things. A lovely and timely punch. And once more.
We've got 2 loose men now, Pete, in the back line for Port. There's Mead and still Lyle.
To the boundary umpire, keeping himself warm. We're past the halfway mark of the term. Crows with the numbers. Robber into the front of the pack. Connell missed it. Bickley didn't. Bickley kicks up towards where Donald Dickey should pick it up. Gives it to Wanganeen.
Oh!
Past Rombotis, who has just come onto the ground. Not deliberate. He couldn't ping him for that.
He did miss the target by a big
fair
margin.
amount.
A long, long way.
Fair amount.
I would have pinged him, actually.
So Robrin. Down to Bickley. Quick hand pass to Connell. Bouncing ball past Jarman. Looks for a free kick. Brewer, was he holding? Not according to the umpire. Power defence trying to tie it up again. Jarman, kick smothered. That was by Bond. Robrin, a little give. 44 is Caven. Reel up and under kick. Modra at the back. Looks for the free kick. None there according to the umpire. And the throw-in will take place. Shake of the head from Tony. 45,498 this afternoon. They are packed into the rafters. Lade and Wren. Wren tries to do a Gary Ablett. A little toe poke eventually. Brewer. And Brewer gets it back. Goes to the boundary line predictably. Succeeds in getting it over outside 50, and that will suit Port Power. Thank you very much.
You'd be a game man as an umpire to give a free kick for a deliberate out of bounds in this time.
Not that one.
Contest, wouldn't you? Oh no, anyone, I think now with 8.5 minutes left, 12 points the difference in favour of the Port Power. Late again, Wren. Ball spills in the direction of Matthew Robrin. He's been pretty good, Brett James. This kick, not really all that effective, pretty well straight up and down. Wren couldn't take it. Dickey. Now Franco shares it with Wilson. Wilson goes for the line, and in front of Rombotis, it goes over for another throw-in. Still, I feel Port Power have to play positive football. Playing negative, Crows get another fluky goal, and all of a sudden it's just one kick the difference.
You've got to get the next goal.
They can scrounge a victory out of this still, the Crows. 8 minutes left. Up over the top was Dickey, gathered by Rashudo. Gets it back to Connell. Connell has had quite a bit of the football. That's his 17th possession. Push out by Modra. And Brewer concedes a behind.
Might be a valuable behind, Robbo.
Could definitely be. Still in this situation, the Crows need 2 goals to win the game. The Power, I feel, need to try and get it down to their forward line and perhaps fluke a score of some sort. Paxman, again a good kick in. Outside 50, Red, tall. Tall blokes never get any shorter, do they? As the game wears on, he kicks in the direction of James. Top effort by Daniels. Not over the mark. Wanganeen. Here they go. Down the ground, Roger James. This is the sort of thing they need. Can they scrounge a score out of this? Rebounds to Primus. Pushes off the tackle of Smart. Tries to get into the path of Eagleton. In goes Cummings. Kick at Scotty Cummings. He does. He misses everything. It's a free kick to Adelaide in their left back pocket. 58 plays, 47, 7.5 minutes left.
Well, Scotty Cummings has kicked 3 goals. Ben Hart takes the free kick, gets it back to McLeod.
Gee, they should switch their play. They've done it. Good play because they've got numbers out on this flank.
Ben Hart will bring it out to the members' side. He looks for and finds Connell. Connell, still a loose man downfield. Connell's kick could have been a little bit better delivered. Now the Port Power man up. Bond over the boundary line with the football, but that's a pretty good result just the same. 9-4 to 6-11.
Gee, Chalmers ran a long way there.
Did he what?
And Connell couldn't hit him with the pass. Might be costly.
Throw in. Goes to centre wing. Wren gets in front. Over the top hard. Bond. Both of them. Bickley. Bond close to the boundary line. Can't pick it up and taken out. That's Troy Bond. His brother Shane Bond not too far behind him.
England coming back on. Eagleton.
Under 7 minutes remaining in the match. Crows have got to get a goal here. Wren jumps high. Brown tries to pedal it away. Oh, Husker's got one on the head.
They hurt too.
And on a cold day like today.
Well done, Adam Huskus.
Oh,
gee, that would have hurt.
That's the spirit that's needed in a tight finish.
Oh,
makes the eyes water those.
he hasn't got a blood nose, has he? He might have to go off with the blood rule. He seems okay. Throw in, Wren over the top again. Huskus breathing pretty tough up there. Franco, well, he had his head taken off, but he did have the footy. Tried to duck the tackle. So a stalemate, which was probably a fair decision in the end. Ball up, just wide of the centre square. Plenty of Crows down there. Wren gives it to Rashudo. Good tackle by Brown. He's not going anywhere. Shane Bond holding the ball vociferously. No reply from the umpire. Wren over the top. Wanganeen hits the deck hard. Lade, who's done well, succeeds. Oh, Huskus it was, getting it over the boundary line. And Gavin Wanganeen to know Robbo led from the front, hasn't he?
Yes, and he's having a few words with Bickley. There he is, he's copped it. Got up and had a few words.
Well, their defence, I think Tim Ginniver said something at half-time about their defence. It has been terrific. James kicks it in towards half-forward, but a good safe chest mark taken by Lyle. Goes across the full-back line. The mark is taken out there by Lade. Little risky, works. Mead goes close to the line, and they'd be happy again. Shane Brewer takes it over. Darren Jarman quickly to the boundary umpire. The Crows can't afford to waste any more seconds. They've got to score 2 goals to win the game. 9-4 to 6-11. 3 goals to Cummings, 2 goals each to Brown and Squire. And for the Crows, Darren Jarman has kicked 2. Wren has worked very hard in this last quarter. Rashudo bashes it forward. Wren tries to get on the end of it. Huskus dives after it again. It might be locked up again. And as far as the Crows are concerned, non-productive footy.
And it's interesting too, the crowd's still here. Nobody's left the stadium.
Well, it's still in the balance. Somehow, slipping and sliding. Crows might sneak a goal. Rashudo into the forward pocket area. Huskus goes back. Gives it to Lyle. He's quite prepared to run it over away from Bickley. And the boundary umpire to throw it in once again.
Sort of situation where a player could be penalised for deliberate. Not so there, but I'm sure a warning from the umpires. Wren in front. Socked away by Dickey. Franco. Might be out of bounds on the full. Connell will take the free kick. Connell from almost centre wing. Breeze behind him with a heavy ball. Jarman at the back. Franco runs out wide. Vardy's got him. Well, nearly. Wilson picks it up, but it will be another throw-in. 58 to 47. The Crows still needing 2 goals. They've got just under 5 minutes in which to get them. Time certainly on Port Adelaide side. Wren and Lade. Wren nearly. McLeod with speed. They've got to kick this. He has. They're kicking it. What a finish. 9-4 to 7-11. And the ground is still blistering with the speed showed by McLeod. Let's look at that again.
Ran in the ruck and he's just anticipated well, as did Squire in the 3rd quarter. Goes in with that pace that he does possess. And that's the break that they need. They can go to the front with the next one.
Well, can they pinch it, Robbo? They need 1 goal.
I'll tell you what, you've got to give credit here to Sean Wren. He has been sensational in this last quarter. He has just worked so very, very hard to try and create paths, try and give the players opportunities. And up against Lade.
He's had a good game.
Yes, but Wren has stood tall. And now it's just a little bit of good fortune, one way or the other. A rat bag being escorted off the ground. 4.5 minutes left. Port Adelaide, who have led from the start, 58 to 53. Wren again, knocks it forward. Franco. James for the Crows. Kicks it to the danger area. Robert nearly took the mark.
Well
Kicked
done,
away
Bond.
by Bond, and it'll go over for a throw-in.
Now they've got to get numbers over there. They can run this clock down.
Well, I feel that that's been to their detriment. They've got to try and get it down to the other end of the ground. Although it's difficult, only 4 players in the forward half for Port Adelaide. Wilson over the top, a big fist. Knocked forward by Connell. Diving on it, Wanganeen. Laid, attempted hack out of there by Rashudo. Ben Hart gets it back to Sampson. Little kick has been marked by Bond.
Oh.
If he kicks accurately, the Crows are in front.
Under 4 minutes left. Oh, gee.
Well, a lot resting on the shoulders of Troy Bond. He's shooting from only 25 metres. And he puts it through. Second goal to Troy Bond. He kicked a very important goal in the third quarter against the Breeze, and he's kicked the goal that's put the Crows in front.
Well, the build-up, you've got to maintain in these positions. You've got to concentrate and pick up your man. His brother a long way from him. As he goes into goal. Well, it's going to be difficult. They've got a big job in front of them.
Well, the Crows are in front for how long? 3.5 minutes left. One other prospect we haven't really considered is a draw.
And Adelaide could go to the top of the ladder after this if they can hang on.
Wanganeen will try to get it to Hughes because he can't. And it's going to be a ball up by umpire Rowan Saws just outside the centre square. Adelaide by a point. Let's go to the boundary line, Curls.
Well, it's a big transformation here, and I think what we're seeing is this newfound inner strength of the Crows this year under Malcolm Blight. They really believe in one another, and they just don't accept defeat.
To Rashudo. Wilson takes it over the line, and that's going to suit the Crows. What a finish. 3 minutes left in this match. 45,000 watching. Jack Cale, well, what would he be thinking at the moment? They've led all day. Blighty seems impassive.
Peter, the swing and sway of boundary throw-ins. 1 minute it suited Port Adelaide, now it suits the Crows.
Yes, it's amazing.
They'll win now, the Crows.
Rombotis takes it over the line that time. 2:58 left. Adelaide by a point. Wren, what a quarter he's played. Primus taps it down. Oh, Port player caught one high. Looking forward from the umpire. And we're going to see another ball up.
Well, Port, they really have tried hard today, and it's just unlucky that they just haven't finished up on top of the scoreboard. Let's hope they can get one.
One by Primus. Again out of bounds. Boys asking for deliberate. We haven't seen one of those decisions given today. And Jack Cale still ponders. Still 2.5 minutes remaining in this match. The crowded fever pitch here.
Yeah, certainly the impetus now with the Adelaide Crows leading by a point. The Breeze at their back. Brown. Bit of an up and under. Franco. Free kick to Ben Hart. Didn't see what that was for. 2 guys going for the ball. Maybe being held by the jumper. Ben Hart kicks it out wide. Wilson couldn't take the mark. Rashudo at the back. Wilson goes after it. Tackled by Rashudo.
That's a free kick.
And with 2 minutes left, Wilson deep in defence for Port Adelaide. They need just one score. A minor score will level the scores. But he's a long, long way away from anything like that. Top effort by Connell. He's been pretty good, Matt Connell.
He has.
19 possessions.
So he got up with a bit of a corky there. Well, indicating he's going to kick long, which would be a sensible idea. Connell's kick, inside 50. No mark taken there. Primus tries to crash his way through. And that suits Adelaide again as the ball crosses the line once more. They lead by the narrowest of margins. Can Port Adelaide get it down for a score? One behind will draw it. A goal would give them victory. And the Crows hanging on. They've really come from behind. Wren Vardy, tackled by Huskus, all tied up again. What a game of football. We had wind in the first half, some terrific goals, a slog in the second, but it's been great. Connell out of bounds. So the free kick on the last line of defence down there will be taken by Paxman.
Scoreless so far, Port Adelaide in the last quarter.
Well, in the last few seconds of play, the kick comes to half back.
Marking contest, Ben Hart. Kick forward again by Connell. Mark taken by Vardy. So any chance that Port Adelaide would have of winning this game has been snuffed out by a tremendous effort, character-building effort by the Crows in this last term. Difficult conditions, rain heaving down here at Football Park. They trailed by 23 points at three-quarter time. And they're going to win this game. No doubt now. Vardy in the left forward pocket. A chance to extend their lead from 1 to 7 points. Good hit by Vardy. A great goal.
That will be it. Oh, what a goal it was.
Second goal to Peter Vardy. 7 points the margin now in favour of Adelaide Crows.
Well, what a magnificent kick. You can see the joyous faces there. That was just a sensational kick from just about an impossible angle. Well done, Peter Vardy.
Last half minute of the match here at Football Park, and Adelaide will come away with the 4 points. Wanganeen looking for a free kick. The umpire says, no, you're not getting one here, play on. The kick comes up to half forward. Squire out of bounds. On the full, free kick for the Crows. Nigel Smart. In fact, he's not going to take it. It's going to be Peter Caban. 7 points is the margin. Caban from right half back, goes long, almost a spiral punt, gets plenty of distance with the kick. The ball hit Wanganeen in the nose. Brewer paddles it forward. Wilson, a little give to his skipper. Wanganeen only succeeding in getting it back over the line, which suits the opposition perfectly, and Darren Jarman says thank you. The boundary umpire will throw it in.
Listen to this roar, Peter, when the siren sounds.
Won't be too far away. 8 seconds remaining in the contest. Bickley out of bounds once more, and that will just about be it.
Yes, just the boundary throw-in to take place. Wren has been fantastic in this last quarter. Probably the fresh man on the scene. Primus and Wren. Up over the top was Brewer. There it is.
Crows have won.
A huge roar from the Crows fans, and it really was a fantastic victory in the finish. They've won by 7 points after trailing at three-quarter time by 23 in near-on impossible conditions to handle the football, and they're pretty happy about it too. The players gathering on the ground. They've won this showdown number 2 by 7 points. Fantastic victory for the Adelaide Crows. Darren Jarman 2 goals, Troy Bond 2, Peter Vardy 2. For Port Adelaide, Scott Cummings kicked 3, Brown kicked 2, and Squire kicked 2.
Well, what a day at Football Park. It's teeming with rain, but Crows supporters celebrating 9/11/65 to 9/4/58. What a thriller at Footy Park.